What's good YouTube? Welcome back to LifG, and today we're going to work on finish up the 4, 8, 9 puzzles we have left. I know it's been long overdue, so I'm going to knock these out in 2 or 3 videos and then this will be over with. So we're going to be focusing on these 4 for this one. So this first one we're going to be doing, this puzzle's taken me the longest in the game so far. It's taken me, I'd say, between 14 and 16 tries to get this one done. And of course for other people it might be different. One of the other ones might be harder, but you know. So our goal here is to win with Topple Tower. So we're going to do as much damage as possible with the ability of this card, and then we'll use this to finish it off. So we're going to cast units, Callus. Okay, I'll just go over it this way. So we're going to start with Spark Hatcher. Spark Hatcher replaces itself. So we're going to Combustion Cell the Hatcher to get our 2 power back. It also does 1 damage to them because of the disassembler, and it also triggers Sparkbot's Spark. So when we play Sparkbot, we get an extra Grenadine. Okay, we're going to play Tumblebang. When Tumblebang dies, we're going to get 3 additional power for the turn. And now we're going to play Scrap Heap. Scrap Heap's going to give our Topple Tower charge. It's also going to give us the ability to make 1 more Grenadine, which we're going to need. So right now, Topple Tower is at 2. Let's activate this. When we play Callus, we're going to get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So this will be a 14-5. So what we're going to do now is we're going to Callus. We're going to do a lot of damage thanks to the disassembler and the 3 from the Tick and Grenadine. So he drops a 16, which is going to be Exacxes. So we use Callus to kill the blocker. And then we're going to go Topple Tower. It has charge thanks to Scrap Heap. And we attack for 16. Alright, moving on to the next one. This one was a lot easier to figure out, for me at least. Find a way to win on this turn. So looking at the board and our hand, the only way we can win is by killing Drift and Death. And the only way we have a kill in Drift and Death currently is with our Stone Scar Magus. So we gotta kill this. And we have a Infernal Tyrant in hand which does kill it. The only thing we want to make sure is that our Hero of the People does not die. So what we're going to do is we're going to play some units that gives it some extra abilities. We're going to start with Castle Brigade. Castle Brigade is going to give it Endurance, which makes it a 2-2. And if we use the second ability and discard 2 cards to make it 8 Urska with Reckless, that's going to make it a 3-3. So that's the line we're going to take. And we don't want to discard any of the cards in our hand, so we're going to Second Sight. We know it's all power in the deck. They do that so we can't draw anything that helps us, basically. So we're going to put Outlands Brute back on top since he has charge and Warp. The Warp essentially means he's still in our hand. For all intents and purposes, he's still in our hand. So we're going to go ahead and play the Brigade. Pitch the power, we do not need them. Makes this into a 3-3. And now we're going to give our Tyrant charge. Then we're going to play him. We're going to lose our Dragon along with the Magus, but that works in our favor because the Dragon is going to give the Brute flying, and when I play the Brute, it's going to give the Hero flying and +1/+1. So it actually works in our favor. So we kill this. Cast that. Give all our units +2/+0. Hero can attack, Tyrant can attack, and the Brute can attack, and that is 22. Moving on to the third one. Prepare for the Arachnodon attack and win on your next turn. So basically we gotta set up this turn just to not die. And then our following turn we win. I kind of like these ones where you don't have to win this turn. At least I like that they put both of them in the game. So looking at our hand, Katra is going to be a way that we win. However, we have no way in our hand to gain life except for the camel, and we have no way in our hand to draw a card. So we're going to use the ability on Praxis Outlaw. He says at the end of your turn, if you have no cards in your hand, draw Praxis Outlaw from your deck. We know there's not going to be another one in the deck. It's all power. It's usually what it is. So we're going to have to find a way to get him back in our deck for him to trigger. So we're going to go that, camel, that. We'll play the assistant. We're going to scout, but it doesn't really matter. We know it's all power. So what we're going to do here is we're going to give this killer so it can die. We're going to give it +1/+1 so it can trade. And we're going to give it revenge. Now we're going to use the killer, trade with one of these 4/4s. Goes back in our deck, and it still has killer. So now, end of turn, it triggers. It comes back with Destiny, which means we draw another card, and Camel triggers twice, which means Katra triggers twice. OP has no good attacks. We draw again, which triggers Camel, which triggers Katra. And all we need to do is use this to kill the flyer, and we can attack for lethal in the air. And the final one for this video. Win the game this turn. Yeah, I kind of like when they rotate a little bit. This one was really fun. This one I figured out on the first try, but again, most of them you'll figure out on the first try. So we're gonna need Sentinel's Might to win, and it says your unit gets plus power plus toughness equal to the life you've gained this turn. We have Cruciation, which can only kill a single faction unit. We're going to play Hatch Cleaver first, though, because it has Life Force and it gets bigger whenever we gain health. We're going to gain a bunch of health here. So we're going to go ahead and swap the power and toughness on the dragon, since we're going to be killing that. We're going to give it +3/+3, because the more toughness it has, the more we gain from this. Kill that and gain 10. It also brings our Hatch Cleaver to 4. We need it to be 1 higher. So we're going to gain 4. Makes this big enough to kill this. And now this gives our units +14/+14. When we attack, this is going to give both our units +1/+1 since Bright Mace Paladin has lifesteal now. And that will get us the win. Okay, and that's going to be the last puzzle for this video. In the next video, I'll do these 4 and this 2. I'm going to do all 5 of those in the next video. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.